Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 27 minutes after the hour, y'all. This morning, we're about to get real, open, and honest, and intimate. And back with us today is a television personality, author, relationship expert, and certified sex and intimacy coach. She will coach you. She will sit down on the side of the bed, tell you ain't hitting it right. No, I'm just joking. She's a master of all things love and sex related, and her mission is to help you and your partner explore new and exciting ways to communicate, resolve conflict, and spice up your relationship. Y'all, please welcome Tanner C. Gilmore. I'm sorry. Tanner, what up?
Yeah, thank you so much. I love it here. Hey, family.
What's up?
Yeah, we are happy to have you. And today we're talking about body. Oh, God. Body, who wrote that? Body count. Jesus. And dating after divorce. So let's start with body count. First of all, what is it, and should people share their body count with their significant other?
Yeah, so body count is how many sexual partners you've had historically, right? And so it's so funny because now it's a thing. It's a new phrase. It's a thing. And so your question was, should you share your body count? So 2 reasons. One, I would say that is a private space for you. Your body is your business. And I don't really subscribe to, sharing how many partners you've had unless you've had some risque behavior. You're putting your other partner at risk. And then those are some of the things that they would need to know. Yeah, but it's nobody's business.
Yeah,
because you have judgment. Like, people place judgment. If you told somebody, well, I've had 3 partners, or you said I've had 43, you're going to see the difference in their body language and their face and everything.
I think generally
Their
speaking,
whole attitude.
Yeah.
What are the pros and cons? I was going to ask you that in sharing your body count with your significant other.
Well, some of the pros would be you want to build trust. So you want to build trust with your partner. You want to be transparent with them. You want them to know up front from you, from your mouth, as to what it is, you were doing prior to them. But so that would be a pro, because if you're trying to build trust with that person, again, it just depends.
Yeah, I'm
now
not
my
sure
question
I would care or want to know, like, that would be for me. I just need to make sure you clean and good and safe. So when
Absolutely.
I get
But Brett, you don't want to be at a dance and she got 2 partners in the room and she don't say nothing to you and it just, I don't know.
But Rickey, that's her business, right?
Though, right?
Or because we don't really ask men that. Like, they ask us sometimes. But here's the thing: so a lot of times they're asking, and they've already formed judgment, and that's my only issue with it. Like, that's my only issue with it. But it doesn't matter what she's done before you; is where they start, right?
Thank you.
And where we're moving forward. So,
really.
just my opinion.
Well, what about the people? That's my opinion too.
And guess what? You ain't gonna never know the truth.
Exactly.
Whatever number she give you, multiply it by 6.
Exactly.
because we're only counting the relationships.
They only count relationships.
The ones we love.
Celebrate.
Thank you.
Say it again.
I said whatever number she gives you, fellas, multiply it by 6.
Because we're only counting the
And
ones
we
we love
definitely
in the
can't ask y'all
relationships.
multiply y'all's by 30.
Right.
But now, my question is almost like 2 parts now. So, okay, first of all, now, is it important to ask your partner about their sexual history, or should we just let the past be the past? But then also, now I thought, is there any way you could determine how many people your partners have? Because I know, like with a tree, if you cut a tree down, they say you look at the rings around it. That tells how old it is.
Stupid.
So is there any way you can look at a person and
Somebody have no sign-in log.
Right.
Somebody at their front door, they got a sign-in log.
Yeah. Only you keep roll call, Gary.
Well, it's so funny because I have a girlfriend. She makes a list. Well, why are you doing that to yourself? Why are you doing that to yourself? I just
Wow.
And here's the thing. Other of my girlfriends, we have a certain number, and we're gonna lean into that number. It's never gonna go past that number.
Never.
Yeah.
So, well, let me ask you, what happens if when you share that body count with each other and the number's so high, you're just like, nah, you're turned off by it?
Yeah. Well, that's real. I mean, that's a real emotion. And again, there's judgment there. So sometimes you'll be like, you know what, I'm not willing to risk my body and my health because it appears that you may have been reckless, right? Or having a great time. And guess what? If it's your life, it's okay for you as long as you've been safe. And that's my only issue. Live your life, but just be safe.
You know.
How you know, Ricky?
He's throwing a hot
tell.
dog, throwing a hot dog down the hallway.
Parking a Hot Wheels car in a real garage.
But isn't there some concern about you believe in a thing called soul ties? Like each person that you lay down with, you mix your spirit and your soul with all the spirit and all the souls that they've been with. So you can lay down with a woman that she got 1,000 people inside of her.
You got all them spirits running around.
Spiritually, soul ties wise.
Yeah, I
She
do.
got,
So I do believe in soul
all
ties.
these people's
Yeah.
different energies and everything inside of her, and that could be emotionally destructive.
That's a little different. So a soul tie in my world is someone that you just can't break away from. Like it's an energy that you have, no matter where you are, what you do, you just can't break away from that person, and it's a struggle. And most of the people, I mean, there are some people with soul ties out here, and it's just really hard to get past them. But I do believe in souls entering your body. You let many partners in, you know, that's energy.
Yeah, but what about men here? Everybody just talking about women into the people. Everybody what about men?
You're exchanging fluids.
Men
you know
don't
what I
connect
mean?
like that.
Yeah.
But isn't there like a 7-year thing or something, or is that not true?
No, I think it's a lifetime thing.
Oh gosh,
Yeah, it's a
that's
lifetime.
scary.
Yeah, sometimes you just never ever.
You got to go to
Ew.
you got to go to altar. You got to go to altar call consistently about 6 months in a row up there with Dr. Davison at Mount Olive.
With the oil, put the oil on the forehead.
At Mount Olive, you got to go to that altar when they have altar call and get on your knees and beg
Y'all send that
Jesus
oil.
Oh, no.
to
Yes.
get her out your system. It's like a drug addiction. All right, y'all. If y'all have any relationships questions you need to ask Tanner, you need to hit us up at 866-9-RICKY. Nothing is off limits. 866-9-RICKY. 866-9-RICKEY. Relationship expert Tanner Gilmore is here to answer all of your questions. Hit us now. We got your calls coming up. Are we taking calls now? Are we going to go on the other side? What y'all want to do? Do we have time?
Yeah, just take calls now.
All right, 866-9-RICKY. We got your phone calls coming up. Ricky Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Somewhere in America, some woman is making love to her man on top, and she pulls out a fan and starts popping it. It's just, is that a turn off? Is that a turn on? Hit us up at 866-9-RICHARD. Is that a turn on or is that a turn off for your woman to be making love to you on top and she start popping a fan? Is that gonna get on your nerves or is it gonna make you keep going? Hit us up. 86. That's crazy. All right, y'all, we're talking to love, sex, and relationship expert Tanner C. Gilmore. Thank you so much for joining us today. And we've been talking about body count today, but I guess I want to ask, would you recommend if one person in the relationship wants sex all the time and the other one does not? How do you handle something like that?
That's so common.
Because that is so weird.
It is. It's really common.
Because that's part of the turn on.
Yeah,
that's part of the turn
is.
on is you want me. But you in a relationship with Bernice Jenkins and she talking about she ailing.
Not Bernice. Yeah. So I think that I think we've talked about this before. I think that a compromise would be helpful and useful because mixed libidos is a real thing. Like somebody's libido can be super duper high and the other one could be a little bit lower. And there's some things that go along with that, like health and age and just desire. And if you're tired.
Are you with mood swing Miranda?
Yeah, right?
Mood
Perimenopause.
swing
Like there are so many
Miranda.
different things that would cause the mixed libido. Because they could probably have started out like bunny rabbits, jackrabbits in the beginning. But then as time goes on, we were just talking about that here in the studio. As time goes on, I mean, you're tired, you have kids, you have a career, you have, your stuff just happens. And you're like, I'm going to take sleep over sex. And sometimes that's a problem. Most times it's a problem to your other partner. So again, you talk about, what you can do differently. If you don't feel like having intercourse, then what else can I do to pleasure you? Or, wake up. If you're tired that night, wake up in the morning and get it in.
All right, 866-9-RICKY. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
I had asked my husband to give me his location, and he disagreed. So to me, that appeared that he was being unfaithful in the relationship. So I told him I wanted it ended. Was I right or wrong?
Well, I think it's so to answer your question, I think that him not wanting to give you his location, there is something that he's not wanting you to know. Right. You wanted to end the relationship over that. And yeah, I'm going to say that that's probably premature without having some additional conversations because it's more of a command. I'm commanding that you tell me where you are because I don't trust you. So it's sending the message that you don't trust him.
Something like that and you ask for the location. But if he ain't going to work and coming home,
hasn't
you
done
ask
anything,
for the location.
So there's so much more context to that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you're on. Good morning.
About the vajayjay, if you do not use that muscle, will you lose that muscle?
The vajayjay is so natural and, it absorbs, it expands, it contracts. I think that, a lot of times when you don't use it, I don't feel like you lose it because it's just like, when you have it, the body naturally absorbs that person, that man. It's going to absorb you anyway. It's a natural organ.
Yeah, it's like spam. It can sit up in a can for years.
All right.
And then as soon as you pop that can open and get some crackers.
Exactly. It's plenty of people.
You on with Tennessee?
Not spam.
You on with Tennessee? Gilmore, good morning.
I'm trying to see how long should you wait to be married?
Married, how long have you been dating? So I guess it depends on, do you love the person? Are you ready for marriage? Are you prepared for marriage? Are you prepared to cohabitate and share space with that person? Are you prepared to do life with that person? So it just depends. If the feelings are mutual, you should know that in a relationship within about a year, I would say.
All right, y'all, with Tennessee Gilmore, good morning.
Okay, so as far as the body count thing, I don't see it so much as a physical. I see it as like a mental thing. So like, let's say a person has like 14 bodies. That's telling me that you don't value yourself enough for even to value me in a relationship. So I don't want to not subdue myself only to diseases, but the mental strain that you would possibly give to others because you cannot lock down, because you don't value your body. That's my perspective. Me personally, I only have 2, so I do look for body, not in a judgment thing, but it's how much do you value yourself to where you would value me.
Yeah, and I hear what you're saying. However, we're grown, right? And we are experiencing life. And so it doesn't mean that because somebody has a certain number of bodies under their belt that they don't value their body. They're still exploring and getting to know themselves and that other partner.
All right, let's go to the mailbag. Hi, Rickey, Smiley. Hey, this is Frank from Douglasville. I moved my girl in with me, and she didn't tell me she had allergies, and she have sneeze fits like our dog. And she been sneezing since Friday. What should I do?
That's me. Zyrtec, Benadryl. you need a humidifier. You need to clean, to clean your dust vents.
She been sneezing nonstop. The dog be
Some people are into that, though. That could be a turn on.
It is not.
What? Wait a minute. What?
It is not.
Some people are into that. Yeah. They into that. They want her to keep sneezing. Sneezing while they smell.
Particles all over the place.
Yeah, some people are into that. That's a fetish. They got OnlyFans girls that just sneeze.
2 hours, my eyes start getting black.
Watering.
Running nose.
Sneeze until she pass out.
I'm waiting for her to say something like, huh? What?
Man, I got tears in my eyes.
Won't communicate, we just sneeze.
What'd you say?
This is trying to let everybody know how you can be reached.
Yeah, so y'all are so silly. So if you're single and looking for love, you can go to the matchmakingduo.com. And if you are in a relationship and or married and you are struggling and you need some support, then you head over to TanaGilmore.com. And my social media, Tana C. Gilmore.
Oh, my God. We appreciate you so much. You love this. Y'all give it up for Tana C. Gilmore. Y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.